What's the deal, chat? Mic check. Mic check 1, 2. Are we live? Are we good? You hear me right now? Are we good to go? Are we finally good to go? Is this happening right now? Hey, 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 oh, let's go. We good to go. Chat, one issue. I'm having one issue. I'm having two issues. I'm having an issue with my new cooler lighting, the RGBs themselves. And see the new cooler, it's all white. The previous one was black, this one's all white. But it was just lit up like a second ago, right? And I got the software for it, the Corsair software, and it just, something's off, right? So that's number one. Issue number two is my Stream Deck is for some reason not working. The Stream Deck is just out. Do I unplug it and plug it back in? I don't know. Let's see. What's the Stream Deck doing over here? Maybe it needs to be in a different slot. Let's see what happens. Nah. This shit don't want to work. Right, so my sound effects are taking a beating today. Right, but we are here. Everything else seems to be working. I feel like I just fixed the mic. There's some reason for the sound effects not working. There's got to be something. I think it's the update. I did an update on my Stream Deck. And I think that's what's up. Knew I shouldn't have done that shit. Anyway, hold on. Let me update the stream record because we got a W yesterday, so it's 25, 4, and 7, right? Right. We got more people in the waiting room. Give me 1 sec. Let me let you in. Alright, awesome. And our SEO score for the stream is back to 95. Awesome, which means YouTube is back to recommending our stream. For a little while we were in a doghouse with the SEO of 40, but YouTube has us back on top. Quicks, will you get your goddamn shit together? Bruh, I've been away from my computer for the last week. And right when I get it back, like, I started setting this up maybe within the hour before the stream, alright? So, bear with me. We'll be fine. We will survive. Hold on, let me turn down the TV. Let me take a sip of my infamous liquidity. Boom. Liquidity grabbed. Wix, you won't go undefeated the whole month? Well, we did go undefeated last month, and it's only a few days left in this one. But if we see a trade, I'm not going to hold out. Right? We're going to take a fucking trade. I don't care. Drop a like. Sub to the channel if you're new here. Turn on notifications. And let's get into the breakdown. Let's break it down. Let's do this. All right. Daily. Close bearish. Oh, look where we closed bearish today. This is interesting. We closed bearish right underneath this level, right? So I'd expect us to continue down here. Fill this wick. Right? Fill this wick right here. How steep of a topic will we make on the daily before we do that? I don't know. So let's see where we can take advantage of this bearish momentum. Music loud in my ears. All right, 4-hour closed bullish. So we need to break this previous 4-hour low. To continue filling the wick. Let's see if we can reach this 4-hour low somehow. All right, chat. We have support. We have resistance. Ipso facto, we have a range. This is the hourly, but if you drop down to the 30 here, we have a range coming all the way down to here. So we have a range like this, and we have a range over here. Let's drop down to the 5. Let's see where we could take advantage of these ranges. This isn't bad. This looks pretty nice. So here's the thing. In order for us to take a trade here in this range below 1985.2, we're gonna need to close below here, not just on the 5 but on the 4-hour as well. Right at this moment, this could just be the bottom wick for the 4-hour, but if this 4-hour closes bearish, and then we have the smaller time frames closing below this area, the 1-hour, the 30, even the 5, we're gonna drive down. But for now, we have a bullish previous 4-hour, and we need this 4-hour to close bearish, or we can look for range 2 breakouts, and our range 2 breakouts will be above these highs. This same level from yesterday, right? Yeah, right here. This is where we were yesterday, chat. Same area. Except yesterday, I think, no, yesterday we also had a bearish bias. Very interesting. Okay, we're gonna have sells below here. All right. I have sells below here, but I'm not gonna have sells below here off the rip. So this is very simple at this point. Sells below. We come down here below 1981.228. It's off the rip. 1985.321. I'm gonna need to see a pullback and then a drive down. And our range 2 breakouts. for buys will be above here. All right. And at these areas will fall in line with the higher time frames. You see over here, we're falling in line with the hourly at this level. We break, close below there. On the hourly, that means we'll also close bearish on the 4 hour. We'll close below the hourly range, and we have nice 5-minute entry opportunities, as you can see. Close below, we drive here, we close below, we drive here. We respect this area, close below, drive to the bottom of the range. So that's what I'm going to expect us to do. I'm going to expect us to close below in this area. Expect us to close below this area to fill this range down, but not before we come up and make a top wick. Ideally, see these wicks here, see where liquidity was grabbed. Let's go back. Nice area on the higher time frame for wicks. See if we wick into this area and candles flip right here. This is interesting. So we close below here. I'm going to look for the higher time frame to come up somewhere around these areas. Right? Well, this is what the smaller time frame would look like. Maybe the 5, somewhere in these areas. And then we'll break down below. And then any closure below this area will now be an off the rip closure, and then this is going to be the candle we take advantage of. One volume candle in our direction right here, and all of this on the higher time frame. You guys will see a top wick, right? Once we close over here, you guys will just see a top wick to this area and then a drive. The idea is not to be in a trade during this top wick, which on the 4 hour and the hourly is this 5-minute range. The idea is not to be in this range. The idea is to avoid the drawdown and be in the volume candle, right? In this part of the candle. Double scored again? This is crazy. Yeah. Ranges are down 2 zip. It's upsetting. Anyway, this is what we're looking for. And Knicks versus Heat. Who are you cheering for, Wicks? Knicks. Cheering for the Knicks. I'm a hopeless Knicks fan. There's 2 strong supports right below your first level. Would that be better? Where, right here? May 3rd, we drive down to 1965-ish. Then by August 5th, we're going 2030. Damn. Those are some great predictions there. Or is that what happened previously? Wix is a real New Yorker, yeah. Wix, did your old computer fail? Did you just decide to move along as an issue presented itself? No, what happened was my friggin' liquid cooler, the pump failed. See, this is the old cooler right here. Here, chat. Hold on. Shut it. So this is the old cooler right here, right? With 6 fans and all that shit. Now this piece right here, right? The middle piece. This is the pump. And it failed, right? This is what failed. It wasn't pumping heat. Well, the heat out of there. And all I needed was just this piece right here. See this white piece going across the top? This used to be this piece right here. I just replaced it. That's it. Once I replaced it, it's not overheating no more. Matter of fact, before it used to be at like 45, 50 degrees. Now, the shit is at like 30. The shit runs at 30, quiet as hell. But the problem is now, like my lights were just working, the RGBs, and now I ain't got no lights on there. And for some reason, my Stream Deck's not working. So I'm gonna spend tomorrow and the weekend figuring that out. I'm gonna fucking MacGyver it, and I think next week we'll be back to our normal flow, right? With all the sound effects that people love and hate. 116th and MLK Drive, New York. God damn. That's scary. You seem to have some issue daily, lol. It's this week, so my computer went out this week, and this whole week has been one big technical issue. But we survived. It's funny, I got sick the same week my computer went out. Is your plug watching the streams? Chat. I was gonna eat right now, but I got a joint waiting for me outside. So I'm gonna go have a joint, take a few pulls, come back here, see if we're moving. You know this meal don't. You know this meal can't be without no tomatoes. Got some white rice, like 3 different salads, and a leg. I'm a breast and thigh man. I don't know why they gave me a leg. Is that blunt salad? No, I got a Caesar salad in here. Then I have some sliced tomatoes with whatchamacallit? What is that called? With truffle salt. And I got some potatoes with marinated onions, and I got a leg. Truffle salt, truffle butter. No, not truffle butter, truffle salt. If you go watch Wick's Wisdom 3 or 2, I'm at the flea market over there, and I bumped into some guy who was like, yo, I got truffle this, truffle salt, truffle hot sauce, truffle honey, truffle barbecue, honey mustard, whatever you want. Right, so I had him on video. He did all his whole spiel, and then I turned off the camera, and he walks over to me, and he's like, yo, psst, I got some mushrooms. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I got some mushroom infused honey with truffles. I was like, bruh, do I look like the type of person that would be interested? My girl was like, hell yeah, you look like specifically the person he was looking for. I'm over there with my 3 daughters and shit. I knew you guys would be like, yeah, you do. You look like the guy that, like, if you were selling some shit, like, you'd be interested. Did you get the mushrooms? No, I was with my 3 daughters. No, but I did buy a whole bunch of truffle shit. I bought the honey. I bought. If you fit a description. Now, I'm not saying you look like somebody, but. You smoke Moroccan hashish? No, I mean yes, I've smoked. I'm sure I've smoked. I don't know if it was from Morocco or from Israel or from fucking Flatbush, right? You know, but I've smoked some hashish before in my life. Yeah, I like, I like, I like my friend Mary better. Chat, hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna, I'm gonna check on how my J is doing outside. Oh, you're still here. Ah, it missed me. Wagwan, my youth. East Flatbush, what you say? Unruly. Everything irie, my youth. Would you rip a bong on stream at 20k? No, but I'm gonna smoke a J right now. Storm heading towards Florida? That's the shit I don't want to hear. Yo, that's that shit. I'm not interested in no storms. I want some smooth sailing, baby. Bongs are for 20-year-olds? Not unless you got a 20-year-old bong. Then this shit is for... You know what? I really don't care what form the weed's in. Like, I'll... Good bud's good bud, but... Preference-wise, I would really rather... Toke on a J, right? I enjoy the process. Break down the weed, you know, pack my own J, roll it exactly the way I like, and enjoy it. Like, people have a process to the way they do things, and I enjoy my process. I've optimized my process to my liking, and I enjoy it. Wow, some good kush. But I am glad to have my PC back. I feel, cause like it has all my settings, right? I'm running on that laptop last few days, and like, it wasn't like I had to readjust everything. Just weird. Wix went to Tim P in Scottsdale. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, you just remembered. God damn, y'all got good memory. Can't imagine Wix cleaning a bong. I tell you this much: I've never cleaned a bong. Every bong I've ever had, I've thrown out before I've cleaned it. And that's just because I really don't smoke bong, so it was just like, all right. Like a year later, like I threw out a bong. A year and a half later, someone left. Like I found one in my house. Like, oh shit, a bong. Smoking. It's like, fuck, it's too dirty, and I leave it on the side, or it gets broken. Like 5 years later, another bong somewhere in my house from somewhere. Spilled bong water. This is bad as glizzy water, bro. I love how our viewers are going up from this conversation. Some of that Wix exotic kush, that Wix special. I'm in Boston, and state-ran weed businesses are popping, but I don't give them my money where I can. It's always nice to get a batch with ease, but in principle, I don't fuck with it. I just do it because of the ease of use. I just pull up, they meet me in the parking lot, drop a bag on my lap, give me a receipt and a get out of jail free card, and I'm on my way. I mean, there's no give me the light today, but I'm gonna figure out why the sound effects are not working, and I'll relay it back to you. It could be something in OBS. I might have a setting or something in OBS here where it's just, or something's turned off. Wait. This might be it. Ah, I figured it out, chat. But I can't. Alright, yeah. I can't fix it. In order for me to fix it, I'm gonna have to restart the computer. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's restart the computer. We're getting a closure below here. Let's just close everything, restart it. And I'm gonna have 500 angry people going, what the fuck is he doing? Where is he going? Nah, we ain't restarting shit. All you needed was a drag. Yeah. Chat, chill out. We got 5 minutes till the 4 hour. 4 hours gonna close bearish, which is a good thing. Now we're gonna need the next 4 hour to make a top wick. Most likely re-break the previous 4 hour high and then come down. Because if it re-breaks this previous 4 hour high at 1988.1 and does not come down, then we're in for a wick fill to come up and retest the highs here at 91.956. Other than that, I want to see some closures below this 1985.32 area. Hopefully, ideally on the hourly in the next 5 minutes, and then we can pull up for a top wick, right? So if in 5 minutes we close below here, there's nothing off the rip. We're going to look to pull up here roughly to 88, 89, 87 to 89 areas. Ideally 88 to 89. And then come back down below 85. So here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. Once we come down here, we're either going to close like this. Once we come down here, or we're going to close like this. Once we come down here. And once this happens right here, this area, we'll take these positions right off the rip if they swing through this whole range and close here. But if we come down here and we close and we come back in the range here, come back up, right? And tap 88, 88, 89 areas, right? Somewhere here. And then we come back down again. When we're coming down, we have a new support now. Because once we close below here, this is our new support. So we'll have to bring this line down, right? This line will come down here. And the closure that we need is now below that support. But once it happens, after all of this has played out, now we are off the rip after touching 88, 89 areas, getting a nice stop. We have a range to fill here to the left, right? And we've grabbed liquidity on the higher time frame. We created a range on the smaller time frame. This is our candle here. All right, we stream 5 times a week. 5 times a week. 4 of those are public, Monday through Thursday. It's public stream on YouTube, and the Sundays Unfiltered are a private session. The Sundays Unfiltered are only for Wix's Table, which you can join somewhere down there, right under the subscribe button. And that one is a free-for-all. The Sundays Unfiltered is just, I open up the mics, I open up the webcams on the Zoom, and everybody can just bullshit, and we discuss whatever's coming up for the week for that session. And yeah. What am I drinking? It's a company secret. Hey, Aaron in the house. Why I don't get the link, bro? It's a lot. I don't know. There's already like 25, 26 people in there. I'm gonna have to get a bigger Zoom. I don't know. I think it tops out at 40. Maybe I'll top wherever it tops out. That's where I'll keep it at. I gotta check. I got a premium subscription for Zoom. I don't know. Maybe it's more. I'll check. So yeah. The Sunday table. The Sundays Unfiltered. It's through the join button. Sir, make free webinar tomorrow, please. It's Friday. I'm gonna be on in the morning with Don Wo. Don Wo. Chat, my nose is stuffed. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go take my Sudafed AMG, my S-type Sudafed AMG, and I'll be right back because my nose is stuffed. Like my cold is gone. I don't have a fever no more. I'm feeling alright, but my nose is still stuffed. God damn it, 3-0. Devils scored again. So yeah, I'm gonna be on in the AM. I love how Don says AM in the morning. I'm like, that's already the morning. Once you say AM, you don't have to say in the morning. Anyway, I'm gonna be on with Don at 6:30 Eastern. And this is our final Asian session of the week. After this, it's we're gonna be back on Monday for a public stream here for YouTube, but Sundays Unfiltered will continue. We'll resume. Yeah, Don always says that at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, bruh, that's like ordering a BLT with bacon, lettuce, tomatoes. Like, they know once you tell them a BLT, right? You don't really have to be like, you don't have to describe it as well. It's one or the other. You ever go to like a diner with somebody and be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a BLT with bacon, lettuce, tomatoes? You're like, no, that's what the fuck it means. Word, I'm gonna have that cheeseburger with cheese. Nah, he was saying 9 hours and 50 cents from now. Guy. Is that your real hair? Nope. This is my real hair. It's my hair with no hair. Alright, what do we have? Of course my fucking real hair. You don't want to see me let down my hair. Maybe if we win. It's just too long. It'll be if I let it down from here, it'll be to the floor. No, it's not to the floor. It's halfway there. All right. I'll let it down. All right. Later, right? After we get a W. Think about it. All right. 4-hour closed bear like we wanted, but the hourly hasn't closed below this area yet. 30 hasn't, which for me, I would need the 5 to close up there, down there, and then come up, and then come back down. We still talking about your hair? I don't know how, like, once every few months someone questions the authenticity of my fucking glamorous hairstyle. You know what I mean? This shit is luxurious. What do you think about Donvo? Yeah, so the Rangers are down 3-zip. About at the end of the second. 5 minutes left in the second. This is tough. Can we get some Forex questions? Yeah, green. Yeah, it's that time. Cutting your hair is a sign of compliance. The first thing they do in the military is shave your head because it takes away from uniquity. Word. Can you explain the liquidity and grab and how it happens? Easy. You reach for the red cup. You take a sip. You put it down back on the table. Liquidity grabbed. Now you're ready to drive. Even though it's 2-hour candle did not close below, you still take the trade on a 5-minute closure with a small range up and sell when it breaches the low. No, I'm going to take a sell once we close below, form a support, come back up in range, break that support that we formed, and then I'll be in there. Can you explain how top down works, like how it correlates to the lower time frame? Well, 4-hour closed bearish. 30 closed bearish, the 1-hour closed bearish, the daily is bearish, like every time frame, the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, every time frame's in our direction. Now we just need the 5 for an entry here. And once it closes below here, that's not the entry. The entry will be after we come back up and grab liquidity. There you go. There's also great information about how your hair helps you receive and let off vibration and things. Okay, why are we back to hair? You say break below support, would you take off the rip or break below or closure below the support form? Cheers, bro, thank you. Once we form a support below 1985.32, once we close below there, then get a bullish closure, and then break that bullish closure, then I'll take it off the rip, yes. There's too much consolidation here, so we should be expecting a big move. No, you should just plan on what you're gonna do if that happens and how you're gonna react. You shouldn't expect something. You should just have a plan in mind to what your reaction is gonna be to if something happens. If something happens, then I will do this. If this happens, I will do that. If it doesn't happen, I will do this. If it happens differently, I won't do anything. You know, like, you have to have a plan. If you had to learn FOREX all over, what would you focus on most? Preserving capital. And tuning out the noise. The worst noise is the one that comes from within your head, right? That inner bitch, like, that's the worst noise. That's the one that just whispers in your head and gives you the impulses. But if you have a plan, your plan is basically the mute button for that, you know, for that ego, for that impulse, for that inner voice telling you, take a buy, take a sell, close out here, you're in drawdown. That's not this is too much, close it out. Oh, we're finally back in the blue. Right? We're up again. Just close it before you go back and draw down. Like, that voice, you gotta learn to tune it out and just have parameters set for everything you're doing. Always thought that was a real lizard tank. You guys are silly. You're silly, chat. Like, yeah, I understand a lot of people can chirp in your ear and tell you different things, but if you've made up your mind on what you're going to do, you've made up your mind, right? And at that point, it's you versus yourself. It's you alone with yourself, not versus yourself. Can you stay accountable? Can you keep yourself accountable? How many your win streak in 2023? Right now, we are on a 14 win streak. We have won 14 straight. Well, we have 14 wins and 3 break-evens since our last loss. Our last loss was on February 15th. That's 2.5 months ago. That was our last loss. Wait, it's not a lizard tank. Just keep telling yourself you know what you're doing. Can you explain your entry me if it goes below? Why does it has to come back in rear? I just explained to you. I literally just explained. We're gonna need a range formed here. We're gonna need higher time frame top wick. We're gonna need to drive down alpha resistance. Right now we don't have that, right? If we had a resistance we were driving down from, you wouldn't see us ranging here. Once we close below this area, that's gonna be our indication of volume, right? We come back up into this area, it's gonna be our liquidity grab where we've grabbed liquidity before on higher time frames. And we come back down again and re-break it. That's gonna be our indication. Wait, hold on. What's the time here? Yeah, if we come down here, create a support, and then reject off a resistance and break a support, once we broke out of this range, out of this overall range and into the next one, we're going to fill that next range. Very interesting how this 5 formed here. If this 15 closes below here, there's nothing off the rip here. If this 5 closes below here, I'm not taking it off the rip in 4 minutes. How do you take a trade right after a losing trade? Like, do you ever get nervous about losing more money in that particular day? No. You gotta have a very short memory. You cannot apply the mindset from your previous trade, right? You cannot bring your previous trade into the next one. That's a recipe for disaster. It's because it's a completely different breakdown, completely different nuances, completely different formula, right? But then you start managing it because you need a certain amount to make back, right? So you start managing a current position based on a previous trade, which is completely irrelevant to the current position. That's a recipe for disaster. Looking for sells or buys? Well, I have the levels marked up here. We're looking for sells below 85.32 and for buys above 91.956. I forgot there was food here. Well, you're telling me what I did wrong just a few minutes ago? I wish I wasn't. Wish I wasn't talking about you. It just goes to show that even though this is a very individual activity, very unique to each one of us, the roller coasters is very similar. I mean, we already have a top wick here on the higher time frame. But my issue is, what did we close below the most recent? Yeah, we closed below this area, so. Let's see. I'm not going to be in a position here off the rip chat. Look, 15 held support. 15's closing here in 1 minute. I don't believe 15 will drive here straight down without making a top wick. Like, I know the 30 has one. I know the hourly has one. And the 4-hour has one. Let's rethink this, chat. The 4 hours breaking the previous lows. The 5's closing below here. Closure. Broke again here, right? It keeps knocking on this door. Wants to break it. What I think might happen here is it might just drive through this range, which I'm okay with missing. I'm okay with missing this entire range. But it might drive through here. What is this? 40 pips? And if it doesn't drive through there, look, the 15 didn't close below there, right? The 15 respected that area. Close below this, though. Don't fear the losses. Feel the experience you're going to miss if you close early. That's why I say take 0.0 on trades that are irrelevant to your bank account, but relevant to your knowledge, right? Relevant to the knowledge that's guided by experience, right? You need to experience those positions. Why would you experience those positions at a high amount of risk on the table when you're testing stuff out? And ask more enticing questions like, what did I miss? Nah. Trade order. Yeah. I want to support here, either below this area or right where we're at right now. See if we form a support here and come up. If we do that, maybe we'll have it off the rip. I want to see a liquidity grab at 1988 areas. I want to come up to these areas, 88, somewhere there. Once we do that and come back down below here, we'll do that. Because like I want something similar to this. You see when we came over here, like we came back up to these areas before really driving down, right? So if we're to really zoom down here, we'd need like a wick like this, right? So, and look where this came up to. I came up all the way to 89. I'm fine with this 88 area here. 87 even. 87, 88 area. Because we've trickled down here, but we haven't really grabbed liquidity. Chat, give me a second. My nose is stuffy. I know we got 2 minutes in this candle. We might close below here. I'll be really quickly. Oh my god. So that Sudafed AMG M class. I'm feeling fine. I just can't breathe. My nose is still stuffy. Everything has gone away, but my nose is stuffy. This is the Philip Mignon. Word. Yeah? It's trying really hard. That's not it. Need to leave the smoke alone for a little bit. No, I got sick. I got 3 kids. You know, this is what happens when kids start going to school. They, first of all, like, they're just building their immunity, so they get sick all the time initially. Like, you'll see if you have kids and they just start school, like, the first couple of months, they're always sick, right? And then after that, because they're always sick and they're always, you know, they're building their immunity, they're always bringing something from school. And if, you know, if so facto, if they're getting sick and then I'm taking care of them, I get sick. And like, not always, like they've been sick many times, you know, I just don't get, it's very rare for me to get sick, knock on wood, but it happens when I gotta, you know, you gotta take care of them. But the thing about that is the adults, they react much worse to the illnesses that the kids bring, right? Like, they can feel sick, but whatever I get from them, I get way more sick than they do. I don't know why. Just weird. No, everyone in my house was sick. We all like took turns, and cause right, there's a lot of us. My house like a damn parade. Sweat it out? Yeah, I did. You know, I'd be slinging that thing, sweating everything out. Break this previous 15 high and then come down. We'll take sells off the rip. And the idea behind that is like, look, this is the last wick and flip we had here. Right here. We got this top wick, we flipped, we came down to here. And if that was enough of a liquidity to grab to keep price driving, would we have stopped, pulled back in range here, or would we just have kept going? So my idea here is that this wasn't enough of a liquidity grab, and if we can now come up here and re-break this high and then flip again, right, and then close below here, at that point we would have grabbed liquidity where this candle did not and flipped down to drive, and we're getting a closure below here or below here where this candle did not. So we would look for sells off the rip to do this, what this candle could not do. So we break this high, let's grab in more liquidity. Ideally, we break this high into these areas right here, and then come back down, and then this is our position. How's it going? How's it going? Chat, drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on notifications if you're new here, start a petty donation war, join the clubhouse, join us for Sundays Unfiltered at Wix's table, or join Wix's table at Sundays Unfiltered, and join the Discord, follow on IG. Get the course, buy the signals. They're not mine, but get them anyway. Ah, shit. Regardless, be a if not a contributing, be a non-toxic member of the community. All right, we're coming up here. Can we break this previous 15? Can we get up to 88 levels? I am toxic, though. I like your toxicity, Nav. Your type of toxicity suits me. Holla, Wix. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? Love you too. Love you all, chat. Homosexual. I don't know what you talk about. Who took trade? Answer now. Wow, we get the lizard tank back, and the viewers are back. It's like they feel it. They're like, nah, he's on the laptop today. Oh, lizard tank's back. We in there, baby. Only 200 likes. What's happening? Get them ups. They're waiting on a trade. Actually, that's not true, because last time we had a trade, the likes went up by like 20. It was like 800 watching, 20 extra likes. You guys are stingy. Come on, help us break the YouTube algo. Be part of our algo breaking algo. Right? You guys drop likes, up to the channel. YouTube recommends this to other like-minded viewers and traders, and then they join us, and then our army grows, right? How do I double like? Don't do that. All right, we're almost there, chat. We're almost at 100K subs. We're only 1/10 of the way there. Almost there. Just a few more subs, and we'll be right there. Word, like in odd numbers only. I can dig that. 6-digit streamer? Yeah, that's all I want. I just want to be a 6-digit streamer. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Alright, we're getting a 30 closure here. The 30 is not closing below the C either right now. It's respecting. 30 closures is a little bit higher. It needs to be closed below 85.5. Let's see. We're establishing a support. What do you think about supply and demand strategies on gold? Well, I don't know what that means, because there's many different strategies, or many people utilize, millions of people utilize supply and demand as part of their strategy, right? They draw a supply level, a demand zone, right? And then those turn into a support or a resistance. Doesn't matter what you call things, right? I don't care. Supply, demand, fucking butterflies and bees, whatever you want to call shit. You can call whatever, you know, you can call the candles whatever you want. You can call formations whatever you want. As long as you understand the actual meaning behind what it's doing, I could give a shit less what you call it, right? As long as you can comprehend what it's telling you, then right, you can call candles fucking whatever the fuck you want to call them. This is the twerking candle. This is the fucking ex-girlfriend candle right here. This is the strip club candle. I don't give a shit what you call it. Just understand the meaning behind. Like, yeah, you guys see us have celery plays, fake out, breakout, range 1, range 2. I don't care what you call it, right? It does, none of that matters as long as you're understanding the meaning of what it's doing on the charts. The reason we have names for them is just so we could all understand each other and what we're talking about. It's not the actual name of something, right? Hey, Dollar in the house. What's the deal? Shout out to Dr. Dollar. Thank you for starting the petty donation wars. Always count on you. Jeff S., thank you for continuing the petty donation wars. Right now you're ahead at 101. We are looking to tap 88 and 89 levels. Once we get those 88 to 89 levels and close back below 85.321, we will look for some sells. And this is why we avoided sells earlier. I know some of you had this level right here, close below 86. You have to read the charts. Ooh, breaking all highs. Maybe we'll get some buys today. This is perfect though. Look, if this now comes back down and flips, this is interesting. Now we have volume, chat, right? All we need. Oh, there's news, tentative news. Doesn't affect this currency directly, but it's showing us volume, right? If we came up and grabbed liquidity where we were talking about, remember we just spoke about this. We want to see these areas, right? Right here, we were just pointing at these wicks, right? Look, once we close below here, this candle came up right here to grab liquidity in order for us to drive down. So we're probably going to need to see these areas in order for us to drive down the rest of the way. So if this candle flips here now and we get a 5-minute closures below here, we're going to be in off the rip in order to fill that range after grabbing the liquidity at these areas, right? We wanted a closure below here and then come back up to this area, but we closed right at support here into this area. Now this gives us a nice stop, and it also gives us a liquidity grab, and it gives us a confirmation that we're going to drive down, closing below the range here and flipping and breaking all the previous candle lows. So everything is in our direction. And then if you start zooming out here and going to the 30, it'll flip, close below. The 1 hour at that point will flip and break its own low. The 4 hour will flip and break its own low. And the daily at this point will be on its way down to fill the previous daily wick. So every time frame will be bearish at that point, as long, if and only if we come back down and close below 85.32. If that doesn't happen here, we will not see a position. All right. Oh shit! Dollar with the 20. I said, fuck that. I'm not just climbing up to. What's the max here? 500? I'm not climbing up to 500 by a penny. I'm gonna be here till tomorrow morning. I got a stream to do. Dollar just ended it last time. He just said $1.50. Party over. Exactly what you said earlier. What do you mean? What did I say earlier? Said many things earlier. I'm taking buys above 91.95. Until then, we're either going to range or we're going to have sells below 85.32. Liquidity grab happened exactly the same. Yeah, I mean, it's not exact. It's like from last time. It's like, why don't you trade what you say instead of just waiting for it to play out the way you said? Because it's not happening the way I say. It's just we need this to happen. The reason I discussed it is because we need this to happen to take a trade. Right? It's not because I knew this was going to happen. I have no idea this is going to happen. I just said this is what I need to happen in order for me to be comfortable in the trade. Sometimes it works out exactly as we want it to, and that's when we're comfortable in the position. Sometimes it doesn't, and then we don't take it. But like I said, if we break these highs, and we come back down, which we don't have to, but we do come back down, grab this liquidity where we couldn't before, close here, we'll be in a position. But that's only if we do end up, once we rebroke these previous highs, only if we do end up coming back down. Until then, just ranging. Didn't move so much, just liquidity in the markets. Move 25 pips. It held here for now, right? 30 doesn't have a bottom wick, but it doesn't need one. The hourly's already made one. Rejected off of support to drive up. See, this is interesting. We close above 91.95 here, or 92, above 92. It's also not off the rip. Lost my house in a car. That's tough. Yeah, I've spent. I wouldn't say I lost it. I wouldn't say I wasted it, but I'd say I spent it. All right, money well spent, education. But I spent well over 6 figures. That volume music. Drive the market, baby. Drive the market. damn bobblehead. Really good dancers. Always some new dances in here, right? I'm seeing some new dancing emotes. I'm seeing some of the old dancers. Some of our returning dancers are in the house. We also got some new dancers in the house. Somebody just slipped and broke a hip. All right, you can use Forex to pay for it. It's fire burn. Yeah, yeah. Yo, Green, by the way, I replied to you, but don't take that shit. It's just it's constructive criticism, as I like to say it. I'm a fan though. I liked it. It was dope. Mm-hmm. Wow. Nice rejection here, huh? Huh? How much longer? We got 15 minutes in this hourly. If this comes down and flips right now. Look at this, chat. Look at this freaking candle here. On the hourly. Let's see this. Is that this morning's news? Is that what that was? Oh no, that's last week's Friday. Yeah, look at that. Look, grab liquidity here and just go flat down. It's a nice area to grab liquidity. Look at this all the way across here. We come down. We don't. We close above. We're gonna look to repeat this right here. See, we closed above, drove straight up. That's what we're gonna look for a repeat of. Yo Wicks. Yo Cleans. Taking buys if it closes above my level. Yes, I will take buys if it closes above my level. I will look to mirror this range to the left here. Somewhere to these areas. Let's see. Japan doing their rate decision. Yes. Unfortunately or fortunately, we're not trading the yen. Last 15 of this hourly. No, no off the rip here above here. Nothing off the rip. Might be a range session. It's already been a range session. It's our session, right? These two candles right here and right here. It's our session. Let's see how we come up here. I mean, I might stay here an extra 10-15 minutes for the next hour. We've had a few trades last couple of weeks that we've got into at around 10-15, 10-20. I want to see how the market's set up here. Rangers blew this one. Bro, love from Germany. Shout out to Germany. Doing well, Johnny. Appreciate ya. No trade today's Asian, probably. It's a possibility, yeah. Keep watching the lives, Bloodwork. Yeah, keep watching the lives. If you show up here for, I'd say, 4 to 6 weeks straight, every day, just really zoning in, tuning in, locking it in, not, getting carried away with the chat nonsense, but really paying attention to the charts, to what we're discussing, to the breakdowns between both streams. Like, yeah, you'll be fine. And then just preserve your capital. Don't blow everything you have while learning. You want to have money left over for when you do learn. This way you can apply all the knowledge that you do have. What time frame? We use every time frame in Confluence. Top-down analysis, starting on the weekly and the daily, down to the 5-minute. As we roll through the 4, through the 1, through the 15 and the 30, where everything has to make sense, and then line up with the 5 closure that we want. Oh, we closed below here, huh? So are your levels based on higher time frames? They're based on all the time frames. Just answer. It's everything fall in line. I typically draw levels on the 1 hour and the 30, and then I start adjusting them. I draw them on the 1 hour and the 30 with knowing what to expect from the 4 hour and the daily. And then I adjust them down on the 5-minute. But in order for me to have positions, like these levels, you see this level? It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere, but it's not a resistance nor support. It's just a level from which we can drive if we close above there. Like we always say, the idea is not to get this level exactly where support is. The idea is to predict the high volume candle with a high degree of probability. And the way you do that is not by drawing out support and resistance, but by drawing out levels from which you reject to drive off of, right? close above this level 90 at 91.95. We've previously rejected off that level to drive off of. Closed above it to drive off of it. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. See? Over here it just drove straight through. And that's the reason we don't take any buys before we get there, because we need the range 2 breakout. Doesn't close above there. Still respecting, still ranging. Yeah, chat. The hourly respects this area, doesn't close above here. Sorry to say, this might be the session. There's still, so we close in this range without ever breaking above it or back below this area. All these levels are still valid. If you're on the charts and you get closures outside this range and they set up properly with new 5-minute ranges created with bottom wicks, top wicks on the higher time frame, there's no reason you guys can't trade this at 11 at midnight Eastern, right? Although ideally you want to be in here for pre-London London. But if it sets up the right way, there's clean range here. There's a lot of clean range. Right? We just might see it drive once it breaks out, right? Clean. Clean. Close below. Clean. 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 Just be patient. How do you get access to the Zooms? Is it course members or Signal Group members? No, the Zooms are for the clubhouse. Everyone in the clubhouse gets access to the Zooms, but people at Wix's table also get access to the Sundays Unfiltered. And that one is private. So if you're at the clubhouse, you get access to the Zoom. Here, it's a public session. You could be on YouTube, you could be on Zoom. Sundays Unfiltered though, only for the Wix's table and only for Zoom. What do we have tomorrow? What do we have in the morning? So 6:30 a.m. Eastern, chat, tune in. Donvo's stream. I'll be on there. We'll be live 6:30 a.m. EST on YouTube. Donvo will be doing a breakdown. I'll hop on at like 7. Looks you done for the day, bro? Yes and no. I'm most likely done for the session, but I'm gonna come back here and look for something to form in the next hour. I'm gonna give it 5-10 minutes in the new candle. I think 10-10 we'll call it. 10-10 wins if we don't get closures above. I just see some potential here, and there's a lot of volume in the markets. So I don't want to hop on and then there's a position right after stream. So let's see if there's potential here. If there is, we'll plan something out. Wow, 4-0. Rangers a game. Blown out of Jersey. Those ain't my pips. I'm going to sleep. Green, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Holy shit, Badger in the chat. What's the deal, Badger? Thank you for coming through and supporting. Appreciate you. Jay, all the mods. Kieran, wow. Mods out in full force today. I love it. Nice to see the PC back. Yes, I'm glad it's back too. But for some strange reason, my stream deck don't work. No clue what's going on. R2BO, range 2 breakout. Are you talking about 11 p.m.? All right. I leave when the stream shuts down. Of course, you gotta be last. Been a minute tax season, you know, for sure. I appreciate you coming out here and supporting anyway, Badger. Not a mod yet. I mean, mods are out in full force on my stream. Once I get, let's see, like, we're at 700 watching. When we're consistently at 1,000 people watching, I think I'm gonna add 2 more people. When we get 1,000 people watching the Asian session, which is fucking incredible to me on its own. Those are typically New York numbers, right? But if we get 1,000 people watching Asian session, there's gonna be 2 more mods. I have people in mind. I see people that show up here on the daily. But it's not gonna be up to me. It's a vote. It's put up to a vote for the mods. Every mod that gets modded, it's a vote between the rest of the mods on who gets it. Been showing up, bro. Pick me. I love it. Sparking a blunt. Which reminds me, chat. We did close above the most recent here, and we closed above this area here. Let's see. Let's see. We'll come up. Will we break above here, or will we reject? I'm here for another 5-10 minutes, Richard. Mod vote for the mod. Yeah, and then you got to get jumped in by the rest of the mods. That's a fun one. Do you mind sharing how many pips you've caught this year so far? I don't know how many pips. I've gotta go to my terminal. Why? A lot of pips. Yo, chat, who wants to do that? I was gonna do it this weekend, but that's a lot of work. Who the fuck wants to do that? But for real, no, who wants to do that for this stream? Who can go through our 25 wins, the 4 losses, and the 7 break-evens? It's not that hard. You just hop on the stream, and if you see the stream record change, that means there was a position there. You go to it, you see how much it was, and you could enter it in the journal. And then we know there's people that are literally detectives and would do that shit if I had a journal up, and they'd go through every trade looking at the journal. But like once it's not up, no one's gonna go do it. Where are the detectives at here? Can you guys work for us? With us? If you can drop the time frames. No, I need. What do we need for the journal? We need the play that it was and the stream that it was on, right? The date. Because this way I can reference every single stream. Yeah, I just need to know the stream that it was on and what time the position was. This way I hop onto that stream, look at the position. I can fill in the sheet. Whoever does it is GOAT, the GOAT. Yeah, if you do it for this stream, you're getting a mod. All of a sudden, 30 people do this shit. It's the quickest way to get a mod in here. No, Badger, you could do this shit. If you can. You get super mod. Wait, what? What just happened? I need super mod, please. You capping? Nah, shit. If somebody does this for the stream, that's dedication. Do it tonight during London. Just don't put any London positions in there. I'll do it for mod. Oh shit, there's gonna be a battle for the mod spot. I feel like a couple of people are gonna do it and the stats are gonna be off. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see who does it. And then what stats we get. How suppose keep track of the trades that you left running after the session? Oh, I'll post. There's typically, you got to tell me the date because I'll typically go on the Discord and I type in how we're going to manage it. So let's say we have a trade right now, but it's already late and we're hopping off. In the Discord, I'd say we're going to go break even once we hit this level, or I'm closing out here and I give the amount of pips. Yeah, I can go back and look it up on the Discord. That's only happened though, like maybe 2 or 3 times that we've been in a trade outside of stream for Asian session. I mean, we took one on stream and then closed the session, closed the stream. Last person standing is mod. Yeah, you're gonna get jumped in by all the mods. You're gonna get wrenched. And if you can stand up after you got wrenched, you're good. You're on, Wix. I'll take that challenge. All right, Jay. How does one join the Discord or the club? Well, if I didn't know any better, I would say Green is dropping a link for the Discord right about now. And how does one join the Discord club? And if you want to join the clubhouse or Wix's table, you just go right next to the subscribe button. There's a join button. and you join there. Oh, there goes link. There goes green with the link. You never did give an honest answer about Tampa. It's nice to visit or stay the fuck away. I've been to Tampa twice for different reasons, and never came back for the same reason. I don't know. I don't know. Is it nice? But it probably is. I'm not from Tampa. I didn't spend much time in Tampa. I went to my boy's house in Odessa, and he was like, "Yo, you want to go to Tampa?" I was like, "Why?" He's like, "'Cause ain't shit to do here, and ain't shit to do there, but they got strip clubs, so we can go to a strip club." That was how Tampa went. And then I went to Tampa to buy something. I bought something online. I went there, picked it up. Seen you in Naples, Wix? How did you see me in Naples? Why don't you say something? Damn, I live in Tampa. Maybe I should leave. Nah, I just don't know Tampa. Right? I only know that, well, my boy told me there was a lot of strip clubs there. It wasn't all that special. Imagine there's a stripper that works somewhere in Tampa on here right now just going, "What you mean it ain't that special?" That's how I make my Forex money, boo-boo. Nah, I'm sure Tampa's fun, but like honestly, I like St. Pete's. St. Pete was pretty dope. Naples was fun. You should come here and spark by Clearwater. I've been by Clearwater many times. It's alright. It's like a little getaway from Miami. You go to Clearwater. I live in the Bahamas, the beautiful Bahamas. I live next to Ukraine. I can go visit your hometown. And right now you can't. You go visit in my hometown. Your ass gets drafted and you go into the front lines. Hang, 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 hang. Considering remote gig in Tampa. Wondering about visiting. Well, link up. Yo, Jeff S. Right there. ODR is from Tampa. You guys can link up. Can show you around. Already got drafted? Damn. Come to Gainesville? Only if there's a party? If you got a beer pong table, I can think of about 680 people who'd be down to come through. Chat. We are ranging here. It is 10-11. I'd say we call this at 10-10, so 10-10 wins, right? That's it. What's your background, Wix? A white wall. Yep, I think that's it. Jamaican, that's right. I'm Jamaican. Born in Ukraine, grew up in Brooklyn. Now I'm Jamaican. Chat. This is our stream. I'm gonna call it a night. These levels are still valid. Right? 91.96, basically 92, and 1985.32. These levels still valid. Closures below or above these areas. Look for another 5-minute range to be created to be safe or to fall in line with the higher time frames, and then take your positions. Outside of that, that's our session. The goal for tomorrow, well, for over the weekend, is to get my stream deck fixed. Canarsie, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Hey, Kings Plaza. Anyway, pleased to see someone doing the Asian session first time here. Well, drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on notifications. This way you know when we're on. We're on every Monday through Thursday, live here on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you guys on Monday And whoever shows up to the morning session tomorrow on Don Vo's stream, I'll stop by there as well. All right. That's it. That's our session. And let's get a little twerk in there. All right. Let's get some twerking in here. You guys are great dancers. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go, chat. I'm going to bring in the twerk. All right. Get ready. Get your dancing shoes on. Love and wisdom to you all. Thank you, mods. Thank you, chat. Thank you to Clubhouse. Wix Table. Appreciate you all. And just like that, our session is over.